Welcome to Our Own Defense Podcast. We're your hosts, Attorney A.D. Winters and Dr. Dolores Tarver, here live for In Our Own Defense on Lake Travis. This is our first international guest that we've brought onto the show. Really excited about it. Good to see you, Dr. Tarver. How have you been?
Awesome sauce. Thanks for asking. How about you?
I've been doing well. I'm really excited about this show. I'm really excited that we were able to do a show live again, post-COVID. But how's everything been going and how have you been relating?
Well, first of all, you cannot have any kind of ill feelings being out here on this beautiful water. So I'm doing great. As you talked about, first live show, got our COVID vaccines, and we're excited about bringing some new stuff to you all, and we've got a great lineup for you. So let's get into it.
Good. Well, our first content that we're bringing you as part of post-COVID is this one. This is our show that we got Mbye. He has an amazing app called the Legal Equalizer. In Our Own Defense Podcast is designed to help figure solutions. And so now we have a first international solution. We brought you doctors, we brought lawyers on the show, we brought people that brought in, healthcare professionals that brought solutions. Now this is no difference. We got our first tech genius to come here and talk to us about this app, Legal Equalizer. So without further ado, tell us about yourself, Mr. Mbye. So where'd you go to school? Where you from? Where do you live?
Yeah, first of all, thank you for having me. So I was born in Mbye, West Africa. I grew up in Macon, Georgia, moved when I was 7 years old. Went to school at Davidson College, the home of Chef Curry. And I've been living in Atlanta, Georgia for the past 13 years right now.
Oh, awesome. So you speak of Steph. Do you know Steph? Have you ever met him?
Yeah, I've met Steph. I've known him since I was in high school. He used to come chill at my apartment on his recruiting visits with my old roommates. So great dude. Happy to see where he's grown to right now.
Oh, that's fantastic. Well, enough about him. I'm really excited to talk about your app, Legal Equalizer. So, Dr. Tarver, do you want to ask first question?
Of course. My pleasure. Mr. Njie and I got a chance to talk a little bit beforehand, so I'm just going to jump right in it. Tell everyone about this app. What was the idea behind it? How did we get here, and what do we have to expect?
All right, so I'll start off by telling you what the app does. So Legal Equalizer app, if you're in emergency situations with law enforcement stopped by police, immigration, or other emergencies, you can hit a button, let your loved ones know your exact location, what kind of emergency you're in, and what to do in real time. We also have laws and rights within the app because I believe we don't have enough people knowing their actual basic laws or their basic rights. So we have that. Well, but don't study that when you're pulled over. That's in your spare time, so you know what happens at that time. We allow you to record that encounter. More importantly, though, we now allow you to have actual live eyewitnesses in real time. So if I'm now pulled over, in the real time, my mother, my father, and my best friends can be there watching and hearing and recording exactly why I got stopped and what I got stopped for. Now we can go into the origins of the app. I've been working on this for 7 years. The idea came after Ferguson, when Mike Brown, unarmed, got shot by Officer Darren Wilson. I looked at my social media, and my friends from high school and my friends from college had two completely different experiences based on where they were from and their race.
Explain it. Why did that happen? Why do you think that occurred?
Well, I went to inner city public high school in Macon, Georgia. Central High School, we were predominantly black, like 75-80% black students. Then my college, Davidson, is 80-85% white. And so they had different experiences from, law enforcement growing up. So when we first saw the incident in Ferguson, there was no video. We just heard about what happened. I looked at my high school friends, predominantly black, were like, what did the officer do to instigate the situation escalated? And my white friends from Davis were asking, what did Mike Brown do wrong to make that situation go even further? And the whole time, I'm asking, where was somebody with a cell phone camera or a camera to record the incident so we don't have any questions about what happened? And so that was the initial idea of starting the app. Fast forward a few months later, I get pulled over 3 times by police in Atlanta in a week and a half. The third time was what really got me because I had a ticket already from a previous encounter in that week. Officer pulls me a third time, tells me I had a warrant for my arrest. And I'm like, I did not because I have a ticket from your office and none of them mentioned a warrant. And what I noticed is instead of him sitting in the cop car with me, calling in that warrant, asking about it, he had me in handcuffs in the back of his car. He's walking around my car with a flashlight looking through the windows. And then comes back 15 minutes later without making a single call about the warrant, telling me the warrant's invalid, you're free to go. So my mother and I made a complaint the next day. First time I've ever made a complaint to any department. And they told us everything he did was legal. He was in his right and to do something about it. So I created an app literally to show people what it would look like when I got pulled over that I said yes sir, yes ma'am, no sir, no ma'am, and I was polite, and I wanted to let my loved ones know, and that's how the origin started. It was literally about safety and letting people know, hey, we're not criminals, and here's what happens when it goes on.
That's fascinating. That's very interesting. I want to learn more about that. We're going to come back here in 1 second. We're at In Our Own Defense Podcast. We're your hosts, Dr. Loris Tarver and myself, Attorney Anthony Winters. And we have the creator of the app, Legal Equalizer here, Mr. Mbye. So we're going to come back right after this. Thank you.